Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we're going to check our plum cuttings that we prepared 2 weeks ago, and we will see their progress. Besides that, I will also tell you about 2 important tasks you must do 1 week after grafting. So to understand both of these properly, you need to be very careful because these steps are important to see how this method works. Before the video starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's begin. First of all, here are our plum cuttings. We prepared these cuttings 2 weeks ago and covered them from the top with polythene. As you can see, they have started producing shoots. Now we are going to remove the covering and completely check whether all of them have sprouted properly. If removing the cover gives them too much shock and they start wilting, then we will cover them again. For now, let's check how much growth they have made, and then we will decide the next step accordingly. If they start drying, I will cover them again and show you later. First, I will remove a little soil from the top and then take off the polythene. Because of the humidity inside, they sprouted very quickly within 2 weeks. However, I think roots may not have developed yet. Until proper roots are formed, removing the covering can be risky, but we are checking because the new sprouts are touching the polythene, and due to that, they are starting to rot. That's why I am removing it. If they start drying quickly, we will cover them again. For now, you can see they have sprouted very nicely. Many cuttings have produced 2 or 3 shoots each. All the cuttings have sprouted properly. This sprouting is still not enough, and roots may not have formed yet. We removed the cover only to check their progress. Now I will manage them slightly and wait for 2 or 3 hours. If they start wilting, I will cover them again. One cutting seems to be missing here. With plum cuttings, it is very important to first check how many have grown successfully. As you can see, all of them have sprouted. How many will finally survive, we will know later. I will wait a few hours. If they do not wilt, I will leave them uncovered. They receive only morning and evening sunlight, not the intense afternoon sun. I am making this video in the evening, and you can see light sunlight is still falling on them. Some cuttings have produced only 1 shoot, but that shoot has grown quite long. You can see how they have started growing. Now I will show you the grafted plants. All these plum cuttings are growing well. You can clearly see their healthy growth. The next very important thing is that cuttings love humidity. If humidity suddenly drops after removing the cover, they will start wilting, so maintaining humidity is very important. Now let me show you the peach plants on which we did grafting. I shifted them to another place so they can start growing properly. Here you can see the grafting. Some of them have not sprouted yet because they were recently shifted, so they may take some time. This one has not sprouted yet either. Let's check all of them.
This grafting has sprouted. These other plants are a local sour plum variety. I grafted a different variety onto them. This is the graft that is sprouted. When a graft starts sprouting, it is very important to open only the sprout area carefully with a knife. Do not remove the entire covering. Just allow the sprout to come out. This is the first and most important task after grafting. As soon as the graft sprouts, carefully cut and open only the small area from where the sprout is emerging. Do not remove the whole wrap. Now you can see I have opened the covering only where the sprout was coming out. The rest remains covered. These 2 plum plants were grown from cuttings last year. One graft has already been successful, and the second one is about to sprout. Now I will remove the suckers growing below the graft. Removing suckers is very important so that all the energy goes into the grafted part and it grows faster. The second important task, which many beginners do not know, should be done 1 week after grafting. About 2 to 3 inches above the graft union, you need to make a small ring-shaped cut on the branch. This temporarily slows the upward flow of nutrition for about a week and forces more energy towards the graft. As a result, the graft starts sprouting and growing faster.
Remember, this step should be done 1 week after grafting, not before. Now I will show you more grafts that have sprouted, and I have already opened them carefully from the top. I have taken them out. Look, this is another plum graft that I did. It is sprouted now. This bud has not sprouted yet, but this graft has successfully sprouted. Now I will carefully open it from the top using a knife and let the sprout come out. You can see I have taken it out. Now I will make a ring-shaped cut above it. I will make the ring-shaped cut like this so that the graft sprouts as quickly as possible. This cut temporarily stops the upward flow of nutrition for about a week, which forces more energy toward the graft. Because of this, the graft sprouts faster and starts producing new shoots more quickly. After 1 week or 10 days, we will trim the upper branches from the top. On this graft as well, about 2 inches above the graft union, I will make a ring-shaped cut so that more pressure is directed toward the graft and it starts growing faster. Right now I'm making ring-shaped cuts on all the grafts so that they start growing quickly and we can complete the video. Here you can see this graft. I have also made a ring-shaped cut above it. This is an Alberta variety grafted onto plum, and here you can see this is a new plum variety that I grafted. I have made the cut on this one as well. This one is also Alberta, and I have made the cut above it. You can see that I have made ring-shaped cuts above all the grafts so that they start growing faster. After 1 week or 10 days, we will fully trim the upper branches from the top. This is how you need to work. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I will keep bringing more videos for you in which I will explain how to graft Alberta onto plum and also how you can graft new plum varieties or peaches. This is the complete process. If you were a beginner, you need to learn grafting step by step like this. You cannot learn grafting all at once, and you also cannot immediately use the professional methods. Although these plants belong to the same family, they are still different, so grafting plum onto peach can be a little tricky. That is why these small but important steps after grafting must be followed. Only then can your grafting be successful.